I've been using 3 Mei builds: Blizzard, Boulder, Icicle, Tank. I'll break the builds down right meow, starting with the most fun one first. Oh my god, there's no way! Get your powers, which is going to be Colder, Cry Cologne, Iceberg. The last one is a flex pick. I recommend Frost Nova for more damage or Permafrost for more HP. Your items will sound a bit strange, but get weapon power until round 3. On round 3, you start stacking ability power and the build comes together, because then you can have your ability turn into a Colder, a rolling ball, and your Crowd Freeze also emits a mini Blizzard, which is consistent damage in a small circle around it. Make sure you get Icy Veins first with the items. Blizzard and mini Blizzards will now deal 100% increased damage. That is necesito. From here, just stack more ability power based on what you can afford. Do keep in mind, you're doing constant damage with your mini Blizzards from your Crowd Freeze, and eventually your Ice Wall will have the same effect. That it will be proccing Liquid Nitrogen, which makes it so ability damage slows targets by 20%, and also Cyber Venom. Any ability damage negates 30% of the healing enemies can receive. So those two things are good to have. I tend to go with Champion's Kit, Iridescent Iris, Liquid Nitrogen, Cyber Venom, and earlier than that, I'll end up getting Sturdy Snow Fort. Gives you base 15% ability power, and each pillar you spawn is an extra 5% ability power. This applies to the individual pillars, not Ice Pillar as a whole, but the individual columns. That is 40% ability power whenever you proc an Ice Wall. Here's an example of what I bought in a random game I played using this build. It's going to look strange out the gate, but you'll see it come together in the later rounds. If you're facing an Ana, Ashe, Genji, Soldier, and McCree, the build does wonders because they don't have that much mobility. You can even chase down soldiers if you have the slow attached to the mini Blizzard. Got him. Icicle. This build turns Mei into White Death, one-shotting enemies across the map with your right clicks if you have enough weapon power early into the match. Go ahead and take Colder, Slowball, Snowball Fight, and twice as Ice. Another option is taking the same powers as the Boulder Blizzard build just in case you can't hit your shots, and that way you can swap to ability power and not have to aim and still do big damage. But for your items regardless, go ahead and stack as much weapon power as you can. Oh my god, I one-shot! No way! Unfortunately, Mei's special weapon items focus entirely on attack speed and buffing your left click, the mist that slows. This means we get nothing unique for going this route. You can get attack speed and it does feel nice, but I like to go for raw weapon power the best I can. That means taking a Talon modification module to get 100% weapon power. Unless they give us a new item down the road that just gives weapon power in this section or a special effect to the Icicles, that is usually what I take. And sometimes I take attack power. It's weird. I'm strange when it comes to that and using certain abilities because it messes up the tempo in which I aim, which throws off my shots. Other times it helps. I have tried using a primary fire DPS build and it didn't work out good. They walked me down every single time and I could never do the damage I was looking to do, which is probably a good thing because what I expected was ridiculous. So I just go with the right click build instead. If you land the shots, you do disgusting damage. The final build is an attempt at making Mei tanky. Frost Armor, Extendothermic, Snowball Fight, and twice as Ice. Being tankier and avoiding damage go hand in hand here. Your items will consist of mostly survival stuff, if not all. We're going to have some random stuff here that I never really take, which will be Geneticist Vial. The first time you die in a round, you'll instead revive with 200 HP after 3 seconds. That's optional. And we have another thing of the same variety under Ability tab called Echo Point Cryobed. On near death, go into Cryo Freeze and gain 15% ult charge. Can happen once every round. So we have 2 ways to essentially avoid death here. And aside from that, it's just trying to live when you're actually getting hit. So Martian Mender for the cooldown reduction and restoring HP every 1 second. Nebula Conduit, and then Ogundamu Reduction Field for a combined 25% damage reduction. The last option at the end game is your choice. So maybe instead just go with Rüstung von Wilhelm for 15% health, armor, and shields, and 10% damage reduction while below 30% life. All of this makes you impeccably annoying to kill when you're on the objective, especially if you get rid of the Genesis Vial and replace it with Ice Sheet, making your walls last a second longer and have 100% increased HP. Your stall game is going to be ridiculous. if you play your cards correctly. Your damage output is not going to exist though. It's one thing to keep in mind, and I don't recommend the build necessarily, but if you find enjoyment from it, that's the point. And apparently the quick play stadium mode is on the way sometime soon. So hopefully that will be a faster paced version of what we currently have for the competitive side of things. And that way you can use builds that are more wacky and not feel too bad about throwing games for your teammates. Because this build is kind of a throw pick. Anyway, thanks for watching, have a good day, and enjoy some extra clips of me just having a fun time playing the first build. Thanks for watching. Got him. Gotcha. Damn, dude. Stop it. Help. Anna, I'm gonna get you real quick. Don't you worry. I blocked heals. Help. Oh, McCree. That was actually so clean. The Genji dies to that? What? Got him. Got him. Oh my god, there's no way. She wanted to go on that. She wanted to go on base so badly. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that so much.